Hello, my name is Darren Buckley, Cornwall Chamber of Commerce. I'm the Business Development Manager for Cornwall Chamber of Commerce. And today I have with me the one and only Shane Solomon.
My goodness me, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
Okay. So today it's Cornwall Chamber of Commerce meets business partners. And Shane has been a business partner for quite some time with the Chamber now and has done some great work for us here at the Cornwall Channel. And we'll start off with that is, what is Cornwall Channel?
What is Cornwall Channel? That is a great question, because approaching 20 years since I founded the Cornwall Channel, which was meant to be an idea of making a TV channel for Cornwall online to start with, has kind of morphed into a business that is a video production company making videos for Cornish businesses primarily that assist them in telling their story online, whether that's a website, social media, any way that represents them online. We make videos to tell their story. That's what the Cornwall Channel is. And then by them having those videos made with us, we can then help the community by making videos about the community, which we don't charge for.
Okay, which is fantastic. And how far afield can you go? I know you have several trips up to London, but are you national, international, or?
I feel like that film Pig, that babe in the city, when I go up there, because obviously as a proud Cornishman, I go to Mayfair once a month in London to produce the British Business Podcast. Right. And I am getting used to it now. In fact, I am liking it probably a bit too much, if I'm being honest. Yeah. And the guys at Success CXP, who's our client, are fantastic, and they're building a wonderful community of network up there with their podcasts. But we can go anywhere. Yeah. You know, we've been, to Spain and produced videos for stunning villas, you know, £1 million villa. We've been over there, filmed that. I've been to America, Baltimore, anywhere. You know, the Cornwall Channel is something that is primarily aimed at the Cornish market and its brand. But alongside of that, we have a production company arm that just can produce anywhere. Anywhere.
Well, that's important for all these businesses here in Cornwall to know that as well, isn't it? So they can come and talk to you about production as well as, any promotional stuff you do as well. And one of the things I remember from our journey we've had over the last 3 or 4 years whilst I've been at the Cornwall Chamber of Commerce is that green car.
Oh my goodness me.
That green car. You took me out in a green car. Talk to me about that.
Oh my goodness. Amazing. Yeah, so we've done some work from Ocean BMW, and a big shout out to Jordan Bell and the team down at Ocean Falmouth. And one particular time they gave me the BMW M4 competition to do some video work on. And of course, there was a chamber breakfast that morning at Jamaica Inn, if I remember correctly. Correct. And we were up there, and of course, the car was just drawing everyone's attention in the morning. Everyone's like, wow, look at this car. But of course, at the end of it, we were still around, and I said, let me just take you out for a little spin. Now, it was totally safe to do so, and I never broke the law, but I pushed it to its limits. And needless to say, the brake horsepower on this machine, this beautiful machine. You was on the phone to Liz at the time, and the thrust of the accelerator.
I wasn't driving, by the way.
No, of course, no, you was passenger. And and the thrust of the accelerator threw that phone right back through you to your seat. But what a moment! Yeah, I'll always remember that.
It was funny. That's brilliant. But one of the questions I've been asking all our business partners is, that journey, you've already talked about that journey where you started. Where are you right now, and what are your future plans? Where do you see some 5 years' time, for example, Shane?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm not a huge planner in terms of 5 years, 10-year plans, things like that. I'm more of a kind of, at most, a year to two. Yeah. Because the pandemic taught us that anything can happen, so I tend to kind of plan for that 1 year. But it's been a journey, and I think being a business is a journey, and I'm not a natural businessman. I'm a natural creative and a people person. I love people. So it's been a journey that I've had to really adapt to, like many people. And, for me, if I did my time again, for when I first started in business, when I was probably about 18, really, I would do networking sooner. I wish I did networking sooner. And I know that the Chamber's doing wonderful things, and certainly with the kind of younger crowd as well. He was telling me about the plans with that as well. Although it's got some great young entrepreneurs in it now. Correct. But I think, what you were talking to me about the direction for the younger crowd especially is great, because back then when I started, I felt so alone. And I was just, and the internet wasn't as developed as it is now. So finding like online mentors and personal development, it was just really difficult. But for me, it's just amplifying more of what we have. So, more productions for more businesses and taken on more of a team. I mean, I'm very blessed. I have a great team.
Yeah.
Sorry, my voice is going. Mike Spinks, Jay Kennett
Yep.
are two wonderful producers.
Yep.
And in fact, Jay's producing this podcast for us today. Mike's editing a video down there for a very big Cornish company, turning over almost 5 million. So more of that, really, and being really passionate about it. That's the plan, really, and being consistent for not just the next 12 months, but wherever we're lucky enough to go after that.
Well, I wish you every success for that, because I don't have to do that, because I know you'll be a success anyway, Shane.
Thank you, my friend.
Because you do some great work. So why a Cornwall Chamber business partner? What made you to make that jump or leap to become a business partner with the Cornwall Chamber of Commerce?
Because I know the power of networking and supporting and getting involved at the best level you can.
Okay.
So when you start out in business, you have very limited funds, you have limited resources, so you kind of have to start at the rung of the ladder right at the bottom and you work your way up, right? So I've been doing this a while now.
Yeah.
And again, one of my regrets for, if I have my time again, is to join the chamber sooner.
Yeah.
It's one of those things I always kind of, certainly in the last few years, let's say 5 years, been very aware of them and their profile. And Kim Conchi does such a wonderful job, of course, along with you and the team.
Yeah.
And I met him probably, I think, if I remember correctly, at the Royal Cornwall Show with Hawkins Motors. He was on the stand.
Right. Okay.
And, you know, so it's one of those things I just kept putting it off. I thought, I'll do that later. I'll do that. I'll sign up later. I'll sign up. And I certainly didn't start off as a business partner. I just joined at the smaller level.
Yeah.
But my goodness, it was just the right time.
Yeah.
I think it's timing.
Yeah.
Someone asked me at the right time. It might have even been you, actually, that really kind of closed me, because I was open before that. With
I remember exactly where we were as well. I was in the studio back there.
Yeah, you could be right, you know.
I remember exactly when.
And you joined them, and may I say, what an asset you've been for that chamber.
Well, thank you.
And I had no competition with selfies until you came along, and then all of a sudden you just blow it out of the park. The other day I saw a post, but I think you must have like 64 on a post. I was like, what is he doing?
It was a crazy week.
It's insane, but it's great because you're so proactive with it and meeting people. So the reason I joined the chamber is because it's more like-minded people.
Yeah.
And that's so important in business, to surround yourself with like-minded people. The chamber is very proactive in putting on different events, whether it's breakfast. If you don't like breakfast, they do lunch. If you don't like lunch, they do evening. Yeah. It's brilliant. Yeah. So for me, I wanted to go all in, and I thought if I can go to the highest tier I can, which was a stretch. Yep. But you have to stretch yourself in business and be calculated, and so don't put yourself in the doo-doo. But, you know, I thought if I join at a business partner level, then, you know, I'm going to get some good value from that. So, and it has. It has been hands down the best decision I've made for the Cornwall Channel, for sure.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Shane. And you heard it from Shane first, you know, business partner.
For whatever that's worth. You know.
And I just want to finish off. I'll finish it off properly in a minute, but I'd like to finish off. Where'd you get those shirts?
There we go.
Hey?
Now this is. I can ask the same for you.
I need to find out where you get these shirts from, mate.
Well, I have a very good arrangement with Martin and Budge in Bodmin, which is a menswear shop. Who, by the way, I'd love to join the chamber because I think they could look after all the menswear clothing for so many members. Although they would all look the same. Maybe not. Although they do say that one of the USPs is that they only buy 5 of each. Right. Garment anyway, so that there's not much chance of bumping into someone wearing something similar. So Bodmin is the kind of place, and again, it's local to our studio. It's a local small run business. They've been there established for many years. So Martin and Budge in Bodmin, there's going to be over the moon with a shout out on the Cornwall Channel podcast. But go and see Jeff and Lee in there. In fact, Kim said that he's going to pop in there because he wears Claudio Luigi shirts. They stock them. Yeah. In fact, they've got a beauty in there. I went in there yesterday to pick up a Cornish tartan tie. Yeah. And I saw this shirt. And in fact, there's 3 good ones. Yeah. I'm like, oh my goodness. Because they're not cheap. No. But it's worth working for to get them. They kind of look after locals a bit, but they're really good quality. So Martin and Budge, Bodmin, there's your shout out. I don't want no money for that.
Yeah, I had to ask the question, you know, the shirts, because the shirts are here, there and everywhere. But I want to thank you you know, from myself, Kim and the team, for being a business partner with the Cornwall Chamber of Commerce. Without you kind of guys, we wouldn't be here. You know, without our members, we wouldn't be here. And we really enjoy your support and everything you do on LinkedIn and social media to promote the chamber as well as when you're out there talking about us as well. So it's fantastic. So keep up the great work. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Thank you for being a business partner.
Easy for you to say.
Business partner.
Can I just say though, before we finish, is that I just want to really get across that there's some amazing video producers in Cornwall, some amazing ones, really, really good. Yeah. But just so that people are aware that when they're making the choices, that what makes us a little bit different, and certainly from my point of view, is the network side of thing. I am a huge fan of people in networking, and I'm happy to share my black book with anyone, regardless if they do business with us or another film producer. Just don't look at us, or me personally, Shane Solomon, the film producer or media producer, but please use me, connect with me. I'm happy to introduce people, and you don't have to do business with me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. If you want a video done with us, great. Yeah. If not, get a video done with one of the amazing other producers in Cornwall, because video really does lift your business's presence online. So I'm not precious whether we do it or not. No. Of course, we'd love to. Yeah. But, so just be aware that please come up to the studio, have a tour, do a podcast. Yeah. But so thank you very much, Darren. It's been an absolute pleasure.
And thank you, Shane, because the Chamber, Kim, myself, and the team highly recommend the Cornwall Channel and Shane Solomon. So please contact him, connect with him on LinkedIn, and get those messages going across to him as well. And again, thank you to everybody involved out there in the Chamber world. And thank you again, Shane Solomon.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to the selfie.